I get to play basketball. Like, they pay me to play basketball. Like, why wouldn't I be happy about that?
2 days ago, he sat out because of arthritis, his 18th game. Today, these are the comments we're saying is unbelievable what LeBron can do. Wendy, what did you make of last night?
Now, as I watch it, I say, how many more years can we get out of him? Because if he's at 41 and he's going to have a triple-double, he's going to hold down the fort while Luka Doncic is out. If he can still do this, why wouldn't we allow him to do it for as long as he can?
When LeBron James is great, the Lakers have the potential to knock off some people. How come we can't fantasize about that? You got to get with the soap opera. You got to get with the soap opera program.
LeBron James has just made history again, this time becoming the oldest player ever to record a triple-double in the NBA. In a league where most careers begin to fade by the mid-30s, where speed slows and recovery gets tougher, he's still performing at an elite level. The moment feels less like a milestone and more like a statement that time isn't playing by its usual rules. For years, the conversation around him has sounded the same. Questions about decline, talk of retirement, predictions that the end must be near. Many expected the final chapter to arrive quietly, like a gradual fade into the background. Instead, he delivered a performance powerful enough to silence the countdown and reset the narrative once again. And now everyone is asking the same thing. How does he keep doing this? How does a player deep into his career continue to produce numbers that many younger stars struggle to reach? At an age when most athletes are reflecting on their legacy, he's still actively building his. What we're witnessing isn't just longevity. It's sustained dominance that challenges everything people thought they knew about aging in professional sports.
I know we mentioned this so much, but for a 41-year-old, everybody else on the team has no choice but to play hard. And I loved how they came out at the half.
But here's where the story takes a dramatic turn. This wasn't just another regular season game tucked into a long schedule. This was the final matchup before the All-Star break, a crucial moment when momentum matters most. The Los Angeles Lakers are battling to secure playoff position, currently holding 5th place in the Western race, and every result carries serious weight. With Luka Doncic unavailable and the pressure building, the team needed someone to rise to the occasion. You might expect a rising young star eager to prove himself, or a player in his physical prime ready to take control. Instead, it was LeBron James, a veteran whose career stretches back further than some of his opponents' memories, who answered the call without hesitation. Take a moment to really think about what that looks like. This is someone who has spent more than 2 decades competing in the NBA. He has seen coaching staffs rotate in and out, watched franchises tear down and rebuild from scratch, and competed against icons who are now long retired and analyzing the game for broadcast desks. Entire eras of basketball have come and gone during his career. And yet, here he stands, still producing performances that would make a 25-year-old all-star take notice. The numbers, the impact, the leadership, it all feels almost unreal. At a stage when most players are easing into the final chapters of their careers, he's still delivering nights that demand attention, rewriting expectations, and making the impossible look routine.
You see me on the court, see me in the back, I just love what I do. So.
And here's the part that truly makes people pause. He doesn't even talk about this like it's exhausting anymore. LeBron describes himself as nothing more than a playful kid who happens to get paid to play basketball. He says it with ease, almost like what he's doing is completely normal. Meanwhile, everyone else is left trying to understand how someone dealing with serious joint pain can miss a game, rest briefly, and then return just days later to deliver a triple-double like it's an ordinary routine. That's the detail that really stops people in their tracks. He missed his 18th game of the season because of ongoing physical discomfort, the kind of issue most people associate with slowing down, taking it easy, or stepping back entirely. It's the kind of condition many would expect to limit movement, reduce stamina, and make elite performance nearly impossible. Yet after a short recovery window, he comes back energized and ready to compete at the highest level. And not just compete, dominate. He's facing professional athletes who are often 20 years younger, players in the supposed peak of their physical ability. Still, he controls the pace, produces the numbers, and leaves the same lasting impact on the game. That contrast alone is enough to leave the basketball world stunned. Right now, opinions across the sport are sharply divided. Some voices who once predicted the final stretch of his career, talking about farewell tours and gradual decline, are now shifting their perspective entirely. The conversation has changed. Instead of asking when it will end, people are now wondering how much longer this remarkable run can continue, and just how many more seasons of elite performance might still be ahead.
I wasn't a fan of him staying around before, but if he's going to continue to produce and continue to help young players around him, if he can continue to pass the game along and pay it forward, keep playing.
That's a complete reversal, and honestly, it's completely justified. What we're seeing right now isn't just impressive for a 41-year-old. It's impressive, full stop. Take age out of the equation entirely. A triple-double in a high-pressure game right before the All-Star break, with your second-best player unavailable. That's elite basketball by any standard. That's the kind of performance that steadies a team, shifts momentum, and keeps playoff hopes alive when the margin for error is razor thin. But the bigger question is what this means for the Los Angeles Lakers as a whole. Because this isn't just a feel-good headline about a veteran outperforming expectations. It changes how we evaluate the entire season. Right now, two completely different storylines are pulling the fan base in opposite directions, and neither one is easy to ignore. On one side is the practical view. The Lakers are in transition. The long-term vision is being built around Luka Doncic as the future centerpiece. Ownership changes are reshaping the organization from the top down, and the structure of the franchise could look very different within the next year or so. From that perspective, this season feels like a bridge, a temporary phase between eras. The logical approach would be to enjoy the flashes of greatness, appreciate the moments as they come, and keep championship expectations in check. It's the reasonable take, but it doesn't exactly inspire excitement. Because the other side of the argument is far more electrifying. When LeBron James performs at this level, the Lakers aren't just competitive, they're genuinely dangerous. Not sneak into the playoffs and exit early dangerous. Real threat, deep run, potential dangerous. If things fall into place, this is a team capable of shaking up the entire postseason picture.
LeBron James, 33.3 minutes, career low. 22 points per game, fewest since his rookie season. 30.5% from three-point range, lowest since rookie season. 5.8 rebounds per game, fewest of rookie season. This is not a negative. This is why I'm giving up these stats. Because if you're looking at him, right, you would sit up there and say to yourself, wait a minute, if it were anybody else, we'd be applauding those numbers. The reality is that because it's LeBron James, even though there's a dip, the fact of the matter is it's a testament to his greatness because it shows how elevated his game has been.
That's the brilliance of it. LeBron James has mastered something few athletes ever figure out: how to conserve energy like a strategist during the regular grind, then transform into a closer when the moment demands it. He's no longer trying to carry every game the way he once did earlier in his career. Instead, he's calculating, pacing himself, and choosing when to strike. That level of control is what separates him from nearly every aging superstar the game has ever seen. Most veterans try to fight time by playing the same way they always have, only slower, less explosive, and less efficient. But LeBron didn't resist change. He reshaped himself. He evolved into a different kind of force, one built on timing, intelligence, and precision rather than constant intensity. That evolution is exactly why nights like Thursday still happen. The Los Angeles Lakers needed a win. The standings are tight, and slipping even slightly could mean falling into the play-in tournament. With key pieces unavailable, every victory becomes critical to their postseason hopes. After a short rest, LeBron stepped back onto the floor looking refreshed and decided it was time to take over. And that's exactly what unfolded. What makes it even more remarkable is how effortless he makes it look. There's no visible strain, no constant reminders about physical wear and tear, no hints about stepping away. Just pure enjoyment. A veteran who still plays with the energy and love of the game that defined him from the start. The passion hasn't faded, and as long as that fire remains, the idea of stepping aside feels distant. This is the unusual space the NBA now finds itself in. By every traditional expectation, a player at this stage would be easing into a supporting role or mentoring younger teammates. Instead, he's still capable of leading a playoff contender, controlling outcomes, and rewriting record books. So the real debate isn't whether he can keep playing. Performances like this have already answered that. The question is what to expect from this Lakers season. Should fans simply appreciate each brilliant moment as a rare bonus? Or should they believe this team can truly challenge the league's best and make a serious postseason push? Maybe the truth sits right in the middle. You can admire the sheer improbability of a 41-year-old delivering a triple-double while also recognizing that this roster, at full strength, is genuinely dangerous. Those ideas don't cancel each other out. They reinforce each other. Because here's the reality many hesitate to admit. LeBron at 41 is still outperforming many players in their prime. Think about that. Established stars, max contract players, and regular award contenders. And he still rises above them when the pressure is highest. That's more than impressive. It borders on unbelievable. The Western Conference should take notice. While attention shifts to rising contenders, championship favorites, and newly assembled powerhouses, there's still a veteran in Los Angeles capable of reshaping a playoff series by himself. Will the Lakers win it all this season? The odds suggest it's unlikely. But could they disrupt expectations, challenge stronger seeds, and turn the postseason into chaos? Absolutely. And that possibility exists because of performances like the one he just delivered. Becoming the oldest player to record a triple-double in league history isn't just a milestone. It's a reminder. A reminder that time may never lose, but it hasn't won yet either. And as long as LeBron keeps producing nights like this, counting him out isn't just premature. It's a mistake.